Hello, Scorpios. Welcome to your August 2023 love reading. We're calling it the August reading, but I do them throughout the month, and really they are timeless. Whenever you come across the reading is when you're meant to receive the message. The video that I'm doing for you today is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And as I was shuffling and cleansing the energy, I heard the Leona Lewis song, Bleeding Love. You may or may not be familiar with it. I believe it was popular in the mid-2000s. And it's basically about someone who is self-sacrificing a lot in a one-sided relationship. That's how I can kind of summarize that. If you're interested, go check out the lyrics. That might be you. Maybe you're coming out of a situation like that. Maybe you're currently in a situation like that. We shall find out. Ten of Swords. I think some of you are leaving a painful situation right now. It may be really something that's causing you a lot of pain right now, but it's going to be for your highest good. The High Priestess. There's a need for you to listen to your intuition right now. I do get, you're a very intuitive sign normally, that some of you are just very naturally good at following your intuition, but even more so than usual right now, you're going to need to listen to that inner voice to let you know what's best for you and what's going on in your current situation. King of Pentacles. You might currently be dealing with a King of Pentacles. They may be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or this just might be somebody who is very financially stable, someone who is very reliable, very consistent, probably has a very strong footing in his or her career. This could potentially be somebody who's coming towards you, somebody new. So we'll clarify on that. Two of Pentacles lets me know you are going to have choices in love this month. You may need to weigh out the positives and negatives, of leaving one situation for another. But the good news is you will have a choice. This is a love reading, but I'm also getting that for somebody you may also receive multiple offers for a new job. I'm not sure who that's going to resonate with. The Lovers, definitely a choice here coming in, and for many of you it's going to be love related. This is also Gemini energy. We also have Pisces energy here. So take that as it resonates. Scorpio and a King of Wands. So for some of you, this choice is going to be between the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. King of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, though. Could just be somebody who's really creative, a really strong leader, someone who's really exuberant, who likes the spotlight, that type of person. All right, so I do get that for many of you, it is going to be a choice here between a King of Pentacles and a King of Wands. For some of you, you're in a relationship with one of these people already. But for others of you, these are going to be two brand new love interests, and you're just going to have to weigh out which situation best resonates for your current state of affairs, which one you feel like is best for you. I had the Three of Pentacles pop out as I was trying to clarify here on the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's definitely going to be like a love triangle type situation, but the good news is you're the one who's going to get to make the choice. This is not, I don't get that this is someone engaging in a third party situation outside of your relationship. I think if anything, you're going to be the one who decides to pursue a different romantic path this month. It might be somebody at work, or someone who wants to work with you, this new person that may be coming in. Let's see what else on this Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords on the Ten of Swords. So that's just confirmation. This is going to be a choice, so not all of you are going to choose to walk away from a current situation that's been burdening you. And that, I know we don't have the Ten of Wands out, but I'm just feeling Ten of Wands energy. Somebody's burdened by their current situation, and you're feeling like, is it worth it for me to keep pouring into this situation that's not really giving back to me? All right, and that's where this third party and this choice between lovers is going to come in. The good news is this other person is coming in pretty quickly. I'm feeling kind of like a fast-paced energy. So I'm not sure who this new person is. I get that the new person is this King of Wands here just because of how everything came out. But that's, it might not resonate that way for you, and only you'll know. Spirit, what do we need to know here on the High Priestess? What do my Scorpio viewers need to know about their intuition and listening to their gut feelings this month? Four of Cups. you're not happy in your current situation, and I think some of you need to get honest with yourselves about that. I'm not somebody who sugarcoats, so I'm sorry if that was a little blunt, but yeah, some of you, I think you're kind of deceiving yourselves right now and not being true to yourself, which is why your intuition is perking up and saying, hey, you're not happy here. Maybe it's time to look at the big picture and see what else is out there and see if there's someone who, makes us feel more loved and appreciated and not so disappointed and heartbroken all the time. Six of Cups. So this person coming in, it's a soulmate, and it may actually be somebody from your past who you've had a relationship with in the past. Or it could just be a very high level soulmate who's going to be better suited to you than the person that you're either with or one of the options. As these two people come towards you, if you're not in a relationship right now and these are two new people, one person is going to be better suited for you than the other. Let's get some information on this King of Pentacles. So Scorpio, a little bit, the energy I'm picking up is a little bit tense for you this month. But the good news is, like I said, you're ultimately the one who's going to be in control here. You're going to be the one who is able to make the decision. You're in the driver's seat. So there's nothing to be afraid of. It might feel a little tense and uncomfortable at times, but your intuition is something that's a real strength for you usually. And that's going to guide you to the right decision for you this month. The High Priestess on the King of Pentacles. I think this is the person that you're going to need to use your intuition for. Maybe this is somebody who presents really well on the surface. I'm hearing the word glib, which is a word that is often used for malignant narcissists and sociopaths, okay? And when I use those words, I like to clarify, I mean people who are diagnosable, not people who we want to say, oh, that's a narcissist because they seem a little vain. All right, I like to clarify that. One of my favorite tarot readers did point out that the word narcissist is overused, and I agree with that. So that's why I like to try to clarify when I can. This might be somebody who's almost edging on sociopathic, though. So someone who's, and I'm not vilifying. There are people with those diagnoses who are working on bettering themselves. That's not me vilifying anybody. That's me just telling you how it is and the energy that I'm picking up. This person is someone who might be really good at presenting one way on the surface, but is very different behind closed doors, like in your personal relationship with them. So someone who looks like they have their life completely together. I'm seeing someone who's a CEO even. Somebody who really looks very successful from the outside, but could be a touch on the abusive side at home, if not very abusive. And I think it might be time for you to just come to terms with, like, is this person who I thought they were? Are they meeting my needs? Am I happy with them? And again, if you're not in a relationship and this is one of the options that's going to be coming towards you this month, you need to heavily rely on your intuition about this person because they present really well. They're someone who looks really good on paper. They make a good first impression. They know how to charm other people and to make them see what they want to see about them. But then, like I said, behind closed doors, it's like another story down the line. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, Temperance. So it's Sagittarian energy, but normally this is the Earth Angel card, and it denotes balance. I think in this context, though, it's going to be very important for you to maintain your internal emotional balance so that your intuition can speak to you and can guide you the appropriate way to go. Do not allow your inner emotional world to become chaotic, because speaking from personal experience, I have a Pisces moon, so I'm not completely foreign to my water sign viewers. I know that when I allow myself to get overly emotional, my intuition goes from being like 100% on point to I have to kind of search for it and listen to it amidst all the other emotions that are coming up and amidst all the chaos that I may be experiencing. So it's going to be important for you to do something for yourself this month to help you maintain an inner emotional balance. That could be meditation for some of you. It could be, just activities that bring you peace. I recently took up crocheting, so doing something, making something creative, possibly with your hands, might be something that you find relaxing or find soothing. I just felt called to tell you about that, so maybe that would be something along the lines of what would help calm you and keep you very even keeled, so that you can hear the intuitive voice as it kind of nudges you or urges you which direction to go in. We have the Two of Pentacles here and the Lovers. So basically, I'm going to clarify both of them, but they're both telling me the same thing. You have a choice to make, and I don't feel like it's going to be a super comfortable choice. But again, you're in the driver's seat, which is the good news. The Devil. You're going to be identifying devil energy in somebody, and it's going to break your heart a little bit, is what I'm getting. Like, you're not going to want to come to this realization. I think it's this King of Pentacles here. But this person is shrouded in devil energy. I don't get that they're a horrible person deep down, okay? Despite whatever diagnosis they might have or behavioral tendencies they might have, even with the, you know, if they are someone who qualifies as like a malignant narcissist or a sociopath, I get that there's like a shred of good in this person that could be developed if they tried and they really worked on it, but they're indulging their devil energy. They're choosing to indulge their devil energy, and there's nothing you can do about that. And I think that's the tough realization you have to come to this month, is that this is the journey, this is the path that this King of Pentacles is choosing to take. And that's on that person. That's not on you. It's not a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of your worth. Hearing the name George for somebody. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. This is not a reflection of you. Sometimes it can feel that way, especially if you've poured so much into a person or a situation and you feel like you've gotten nothing, you haven't gotten any reciprocity back. Some of us try to keep going back and fix the situation, especially if you're like a natural empath or healer or someone who likes to transmute the negatives into a more positive situation. You might feel very tempted to do that here, but I think you're coming to this conclusion that it's not going to get you anywhere, because this person that you're dealing with doesn't really want to change their behavior. They're comfortable in the devil energy right now. So that'll resonate differently for everybody. It's also Capricorn energy there, but I am getting that this is representative of devil energy for somebody. That could be a lot of different things. It could be drug use. It could be alcohol addiction. It could be like a sex addiction. Any of those things. Someone who's just really egotistical and based in their pride and not empathetic towards you. Could be something like that. Yeah, Eight of Swords. You are kind of in a mental imprisonment over this. You're stuck up in your head. You're feeling like your hands are tied in this situation. You started coming to this realization. It's not a comfortable conclusion to be drawing about this person. You feel very disappointed, but your hands are tied as far as changing the situation for the better. And I think some of you are realizing, like, I can't self-sacrifice anymore. I want to move towards something that makes me happy. Let's see what the Lovers has in store for us. We know it's a choice. The Star. This new person that's coming into your life, it's Aquarian energy, but also it's somebody who has the capacity to heal you. They carry a very healing energy. So do you. But this person matches that, and I feel like it's gonna begin to kind of heal whatever trauma you've gone through with this other person. Yes, it's important to be able to do our own healing and shadow work as well, but that doesn't mean that other people never affect us in that way either. So if someone else comes into your life and they carry a very healing energy, of course that's going to be very beneficial to you. Okay, so that is very beautiful energy that you have to look forward to from whoever this new person is. And it's a Knight of Wands. So it's somebody, I do get that this King of Wands is the new person coming in, and they have very passionate feelings about you. So once you kind of get going with this person, you're going to start to heal your own heart. This is going to be a very positive and healing love connection for you that's coming in. Let's get some information on this King of Wands. I think the Knight of Wands here just kind of speaks to the passion this person is going to feel for you. But this person is in King energy, so they're going to be matching your level of, your energetic frequency and your level of maturity. This King of Pentacles up here, I don't get that that person is truly in King energy. I think that's how they present and how many people perceive that person, but they're good at deceiving. I get that that's someone who's more in Page energy in actuality. Ace of Pentacles, this person's going to offer you a new solid beginning in love, okay? And they're going to be coming towards you very, very soon. I think maybe this is someone who has had their eye on you already and has been planning the best way to come towards you. And some of you, I'm getting that you're going to be receiving a message or direct communication very soon from this King of Wands. So if you're not sure who you're going to have a choice between yet, that is going to be made apparent to you very, very soon. Okay, let's get some, I'm going to extend today's reading a little bit. Let's get some information from our Moon Manifestation deck. What else is going on with my Scorpios in love this month? Oops, 2 came out. So we have full moon in Leo, go wild. You may be dealing with a Leo. That might be this King of Wands coming in towards you. And it's kind of the universe letting you know it's okay. Your current situation or this other person that's going to be making an offer towards you isn't really going to be fulfilling. But allow your intuition to help you choose which person is best aligned with you. And then once you know you're with that person, feel free to express your emotions. This is not going to be a situation where you have to have your guard up, which is beautiful energy. We have first quarter moon in Pisces, which is honor your feelings. And it's coming out right under this 4 of Cups. Some of you have to get real with how you're feeling in your current situation. I'm going to keep saying that because it's an important message for somebody who's going to come across this video. Okay, you have to get real with if you're actually fulfilled in your current situation. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. And that is coming out on top of Temperance here. So I think it's going to be important to have some alone time going on this month, even though it looks like a very active period in your romantic life here, Scorpio. You're going to have to be intentional about taking time for yourself, like I said before, so that your internal emotional state doesn't become too chaotic or overwhelmed. You're a water sign, so you're naturally very emotional a lot of the time. But in order to really hear that intuitive voice that's going to help guide you through this situation, you're going to need to keep a calm internal state. All right, I am going to extend today's message a little bit by pulling a few more cards and seeing what else wants to come out. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit of a tense energy. It's not necessarily going to be the most comfortable transition, but you're moving towards something really positive and healing and beautiful with this King of Wands that's coming in. I do get for some of you the King of Wands as a coworker. I'm not sure why. This one just kind of popped out again. Queen of Swords, which we got during the Libra reading a few minutes ago. I'm getting a different message here, though, than I got during the Libra reading. Queen of Swords is somebody who can detach emotionally, look at a situation very logically, and make the decisions that need to be made without hesitation. The flip side of that is Queen of Swords can be cold energy, but because you're already such a warm, emotional sign, I think in this context, it means that you might have to, there are moments during this process or transition, especially if you're leaving whatever this Ten of Swords is, that's a little bit of a painful ending, you may need to detach a little bit wherever possible from some of your deeper emotions. Don't allow things like guilt to get in your head. Don't allow things like feeling like too empathetic towards this other person who's really kind of hurting you. Don't allow that to overtake you, because your empathy and your emotions can overtake you at times. So I think in this context, it's almost like a prescriptive kind of message for how to deal with the situation. You may need to be a little bit more detached once you've decided which path you want to take. I would do it unapologetically, because the first option is somebody who doesn't seem to care about your feelings that much. And I'm sorry if that's like a difficult or hurtful message or something that you didn't want to hear. But I feel like the faster you pull this Band-Aid off, the faster not only can you get over the first situation, but you do have this very beautiful counterpart waiting for you who brings in a lot of healing energy, who you're going to have a very positive healing relationship with. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. That's your natural state, Scorpio. Okay, so that's really the energy you normally embody. Yeah, and they're facing each other, and just the way they came out. We also had Temperance come out over here. The balance, you know, that indicates a need for balance. You're going to need to balance your head and your heart in this situation. Okay, it's not going to be the easiest transition, but you have to know when to be in your Queen of Swords energy and when to be in Queen of Cups energy, because otherwise I feel like you're such an empathetic energy, the person I'm picking up on, that you will continue to self-sacrifice even for someone who's hurting you. So take that as it resonates, but you are going to need to balance these two Queen energies internally. And then we have the Five of Swords. So yeah, there may be a little conflict as you come out of this situation with the King of Pentacles here. This might be somebody who's prone to be a little aggressive. Like I said, I was picking up on that before. I try not to say things like that too much. I don't want it to sound like I'm vilifying anybody just because they have a diagnosis, or you know, I'm labeling somebody and pigeonholing that person and they can't redeem themselves. Everybody can be redeemed if they choose a positive path of love and light, okay? But this particular person that I'm picking up on is comfortable in their devil energy, like I said before. And there's somebody who does a lot of abusive things behind closed doors. So just be mindful of that and be very careful. If you are choosing to leave a situation like that, you might need to just be very careful about how you do it. Okay? So it might not be without a little bit of conflict and arguing and things like that. But there is a beautiful light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, we have that beautiful healing star energy, and this King of Wands really seems like someone who's going to present a very solid offer to you, and someone who's going to be a lot better for you in the long run. I want to get some information on these cards, and then I'm going to pull one more oracle card for us today. Spirit, what can you tell me about the Queen of Swords energy for my Scorpios? Okay. The Hierophant. Do what you know is right, no matter what your emotions are telling you to do. Do what you know to be right. And when I say no matter what your emotions are telling you to do, I don't mean your inner intuition that is kind of like your compass that guides you. I'm talking about any chaotic, temporary emotional state that might be overwhelming. I'm just seeing like a ship being tossed around in a storm, like those types of emotions that have the tendency to overtake your intuition and overtake your logical thinking. You're going to have to overcome those things, because there's going to be one answer that is morally and spiritually right, even if it's uncomfortable to you at first, okay? Also, this card always reminds me of the Temperance card from this deck. So again, just making sure that you make time for that balance. See, she looks like she's, just the way their hands are positioned on this card as well, it just kind of speaks to the concept of balance to me, even though that's not usually what the Hierophant, that's not the immediate message I would normally get off the Hierophant card in other decks. It's taking time to cool those intense emotions so that you can think logically when needed in this situation. And then what else? One more. Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, yeah, this is not, it's not going to be comfortable, is what I keep saying. I mean, I feel like in some ways you're going to be a little heartbroken as you move through this process. But if you stay in this situation that you're in that's not serving you, or you choose this person who is kind of, hearing the word Machiavellian, someone who wears a mask, okay? This person who is so good at wearing this social mask, but who's not really who you think they are, you're going to end up feeling the Three of Swords in the long run. So it's either deal with the Three of Swords now or deal with it later, is what I'm getting here. And then we have the Queen of Cups. We know this is your energy, but what else can you tell us, Spirit, about the Queen of Cups for our Scorpio viewers? Got the Ace of Swords in reversed. Okay, so if you lean too far, it's the same message that keeps coming out. If you lean too far into your emotions to a point where you're overwhelmed by them, you're going to lack clarity in this situation. So that's just reiterating that you need to balance your logical mind and your emotions as you navigate this. Yeah, Five of Swords again, right next to the Five of Swords. So ultimately, yeah, you're going to want to cool your emotions too, because that has the potential to fuel some of this Five of Swords conflict with the other person that you're dealing with, the King of Pentacles. You don't want to add insult to injury or make the situation any more tumultuous. You want to de-escalate where you can, which is going to, you have to watch how deep you're allowing your emotions to run during this process. So whatever you can do to calm your internal state is going to give you the best chance at balancing yourself, balancing your own energy, and being able to make the decision that best serves you. I do want to get some information on this Five of Swords because it's making me a little bit, it's making me a little nervous just because it can indicate like violence sometimes. So I just want to see what we're dealing with here. Can also indicate deception. Normally the Seven of Swords does, but the Five of Swords has that kind of implied too. King of Wands. What else? Let's do two. Ten of Wands. Yeah. So you're going to be releasing burdens in your current situation to move towards whoever this King of Wands is. The King of Wands is the one who is going to be better suited for you. But in the process, there's going to be some conflict happening with your first situation or with this other person. If these are two new people that you're meeting, I just get that the King of Pentacles, like I said, is someone who puts on a show to get people to believe that there's something that they're not. And they're very overbearing. So if you're somebody that they've decided they want to be with, they're kind of persistent and not in a good way. Like in a Joe Goldberg kind of way, okay? If you're familiar with the show You on Netflix, it's like that. It's like somebody who's going to stop at nothing. So just be mindful. They edge towards those tendencies, this person. And you just need to be careful about how you navigate moving towards a situation that's better for you. I'm going to pull one Moon Manifestation card, and then we are going to wrap it up for today, Scorpio. A little bit of a tense reading, but I mean, the good news is it has a beautiful ending, okay? It has a beautiful possible outcome for you here. Whoop, this one fell out. New Moon in Taurus, know your worth. Couldn't have said it better myself, Scorpio. All right, so you're empathetic. You like to heal people. You like to fix people, is what I'm hearing. I think this is a situation where you can't fix this person unless they want to be fixed. And you're going to hurt yourself in the process if you keep trying, so know your worth. Be smart about how you navigate this situation, but ultimately you do have this other beautiful partnership waiting for you. Even if it's on the other end of you taking time for yourself first, okay? Just releasing what's not serving you is going to be such a huge relief once you decide what that is and which direction is going to be best for you, okay? I hope that this was helpful. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help our channel grow, and I would love to hear like who these videos are resonating for. I would love to see our channel growing over the next couple months so that I can bring you more consistent content. But other than that, I'm sending you all the peace and harmony, and I hope you have a beautiful day and a great start to your week. Bye-bye, Scorpio.